Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. You know who's not doing great? These guys, Starbucks. Not only are they missing their sign, they have totally crapped the bed, and their stock is headed for the greatest crash since the .com crash. Yes, I'm in a parking lot and it's a little awkward as people pull up and get their mocha frappuccinos. And not only do I not like Starbucks coffee because it's overpriced burnt coffee, but there's so much more, like their politics. I've got a story out of Zero Hedge. It's entitled Starbucks on the Brink of the Worst Crash Since .com After Stunning Earnings Miss. I guess they're giving up market share to Dutch Brothers and Pete's. Weird. It says here, Starbucks shares plummeted 16% during the early cash session, approaching the negative or down 16.2% level last seen during the COVID crash. And I don't know if you know this, but you know, there's a lot of really cool people that work at Starbucks. So I'm not bagging on them. I'm just bagging on the ones that are still wearing the masks. I mean, it's almost like there's a culture there. I'm just saying, type 1 if you agree with that. Type 2 if you're like, no, they are total trendsetters over there. All right, it says here, and just so you know, I am at this specific Starbucks for a very special reason, because it has really hurt the business of a business all the way over there, that building way over there. And I'm going to tell you a story after this story is done, all right? Because I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I don't think it's the only Starbucks doing it. As a matter of fact, I know it's not. It says here, if intraday losses surpass 16.2% and remain above this level at closing, it would mark the company's worst single-day loss since the .com crash in early 2000. Starbucks reported what's perhaps the worst set of results of any large company so far this quarter. Analyst Adam Crisafulli of Vital Knowledge wrote in a note, William Blair downgraded the coffee chain, citing last quarter's stunning across-the-board miss on all key metrics. Well, let me explain this to you really quick, Mr. Adam Crisafulli. It's really easy. Overpriced coffee, nationwide inflation crisis means no sales, no celos. See, I know Spanish. All right, it says here, Starbucks reported a 4% drop in same-store sales in the second quarter compared with the same period last year, while analysts tracked by Bloomberg were expecting growth. What? Wait a minute. Somewhere there's an analyst that was wrong? Guarantee you that analyst lost his wings. But it's okay, because people on CNBC will still tout how smart they are. Thank you, academia. The company's top geographic segments are showing a pullback in consumer spending. On Tuesday evening, CEO Laxman Narasimhan, I really butchered that one, started the earnings call with the investors by clarifying his unhappiness with last quarter's results. Don't you want that from a CEO? Hey guys, before I start, I just want to let you know I'm really not happy. Now, I'm not taking a pay cut or anything, but I'm super not happy. I'm unhappy. As a matter of fact, I'm the unhappiest. But please don't fire me. Definitely not taking a pay cut. Okay, that's how we want earnings to start. He said, let me be clear from the beginning. Our performance this quarter was disappointing and did not meet our expectations. Hey, Mr. Nashahamiam, all you got to do is drop your prices, don't burn your coffee, and stop pushing your political views on us. Type 3 if all of you agree. That would probably turn the company around. All right, stand by. There's a little bit more coming. And then I got my big story. He said major headwinds originate from a cautious consumer, adding, no, you're overcharging. A deteriorating economic outlook has weighed on consumer or customer traffic, an impact felt broadly across the industry. I don't even want to go through all these numbers. They're just depressing. Now, Deutsche Bank analyst Lauren Shiberman cut Starbucks from a hold from a buy. Lauren, you are late to the party. You obviously do not watch the Economic Ninja. And look, I get it. Not everybody's got to watch me. Right? I mean, right? It says here, she says the challenging results was a sign headwinds are more pervasive and persistent than we expected, and we have limited visibility into the pace and magnitude of a recovery. Well, good news, Lauren. You're watching the Economic Ninja now. I'm going to tell you, this company's screwed because they've been pushing their politics too long, forcing people to wear masks, making them feel uncomfortable, to overcharge them, and make them drink bitter crap coffee. I get it. If you want it to be the same everywhere, you just got to burn it, and then it tastes like crap everywhere. Equally, I get it. You want consumer, consistency. I get it. So now listen, this is what I'm going to tell you. I was at a place serving crepes a while back. Crepes, those things that the French made. They made a couple things that are cool. French kiss, French toast, and crepes. I don't know why they didn't call it French crepes, and could have been together. But anyway, my point being is I'm at a crepes place, and it's a really nice place. And I go in and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'd like to get a latte and a cappuccino for the missus. And they said, oh, we can't serve anything but drip coffee. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then my wife goes, okay, I'll take a decaf coffee, no big deal. Oh, we can't serve that. What do you mean you can't serve it? Now the Ninja said it nicer because I'm like, ooh, these are delightful crepes. I just really want a cup of coffee to go with it. They said, oh, well, see, there's a Starbucks in this mall. And Starbucks, because they're so big and important, they push their way around with these malls and say, if you want us as an anchor because we're going to be a highlight to your customers' stuff, let's see, there's a Bobby Page's Cleaners here. There's a FedEx office. There's an O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And there's a cupcake place. And then there's like a America's Tire, America. And they go, Starbucks goes in and goes, if you want us here, we're going to bring people in to go to Bobby Page's Cleaners. Because they're like, oh, I was going to go to the other cleaner, but because there's a Starbucks here, I'm definitely going to Bobby Page's. And so what they do is they say nobody within a certain radius, and I believe it's 400 feet, is allowed to serve anything at any of these restaurants except for drip coffee. And they probably put in the contract, we want to make sure it's ultra crap like Folgers, so it's, at least on par with their, Starbucks. And so they can't even serve like a latte or cappuccino with these amazing crepes because of these guys. They don't even have a real sign up, but yet they're dictating to all these other stores. What's this one right here? That's a Del Taco. Well, you don't really go there for coffee, but you see my point. They're pushing their way around. And I'm going to be honest with you, Ninja doesn't like bullies. And I'm getting pretty excited that this company right now is about to experience the greatest stock crash since the .com era. I just love cycles, don't you? Look, I'm getting ready for this one. I hope you guys are too. Do me a favor, hashtag Starbucks. And you can say whatever you want behind it, but then also hashtag your favorite coffee joint, whether it be your mom and pop joint, which I love more than anything, or your favorite chain like Pete's or like Dutch Brothers. They're crushing it. It's because they're Dutch. But I'm just saying, I'm not coffee racist. I'm not a big fan of Dutch Brothers, just like their name. But I just think that it's really exciting to watch the big boys go crumbling down. I guess the Flash Mob must have stolen their sign. Hope you guys got something out of this. Thank you so much for watching the Economic Ninja. Oh, wait, stop, wait. I got a newsletter out. There's not too much to it, but it is free, and it does bring you the basics every day of what I'm covering. So if you want that concise, or you're having a problem finding these videos, which I'm sure you are because YouTube's doing their best, who cares? I made a free newsletter. I'm going to put a link down below. Hope you got something out of this. The Ninja is out. How do we turn this off?